What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy Ruiz. Surprisingly, Andy calls out Tyson Fury, and this is what he had to say. He says, I want a shot at Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder lost, but you know what? I'm ready, and I'm going to get back in the ring. I want a shot at the WBC title. Interesting. Interesting much. Okay. Andy Ruiz wants a shot at Tyson Fury. Okay. The belt has changed hands. I know that Al Heyman was trying to get out of that contract with Tyson Fury. He probably should have done that. Now that we know what we know now, but Ruiz had 3 of the major belts, 3 out of 4 of the major belts. Actually, he had 4 belts, but he had the 3 major belts, okay? And he lost them, okay? So he lost his titles. They went back to Anthony Joshua. And since then, he's fired his trainer. He's turned down 2 other fights with 2 other high-ranking opponents, okay? And those were the reason for him turning those 2 fights down was because he was trying to focus on getting back in shape, okay? What and how does that add up with what he's saying right now? Okay, he just said this today, people. But you know what? I'm ready, and I'm going to get back in the ring, and I want a shot at the WBC title. So the question you ask yourself is, how do you go from turning down 2 offers with Dillian Whyte, which is the WBC #1 interim silver champion, to, I'm ready and I want to fight Tyson Fury? What makes Andy Ruiz think that he's warranted to fight someone like Tyson Fury? It would seem like you would want to fight Dillian Whyte, because if you have fought and beat Dillian Whyte, moron, you would have been in position to fight whoever had the belt next year. Don't you think? But you turned that down because you claimed, I'm not ready. I got to find a trainer. I got to get in shape. But you went from all that to now I'm ready. Now I'm ready? Dude, what the hell? You ain't did nothing but, train. We've seen, a couple clips of him training or whatnot. But, wasn't it just recently he turned down that fight with Dillian Whyte? That's why Dillian Whyte's blasting him every chance he gets, because he's pissed off because Andy Ruiz did not want to fight him. Then you turn down a fight with your stablemate, Luis Ortiz, right? Another Al Heyman fighter, which recently just challenged Deontay Wilder twice for the same belt that you claim that you want to challenge Tyson Fury for. Make that make sense. What's wrong with Andy Ruiz? I think this is what it is. Andy Ruiz, he does not want to, he would rather risk a fight and to fight for the WBC rather than work for it. He thinks it's just as easy as him begging Eddie Hearn, right? He thinks it's that easy to, let me go and I want to challenge Tyson Fury. Why should Tyson Fury fight you? Why should anyone fight you? You've lost your last belt. You've lost again. Okay, so why would someone want to fight you? You did nothing to redeem yourself. You're number 2 on the redemption list because of that. Okay? You fired a guy that you apologized to and you blamed yourself, but then you fire him. But for what reason? I don't know. Because it makes me think now, maybe you fired Manny Robles because you wanted an excuse on why you shouldn't fight these other fighters. But that wasn't the reason he said he didn't want to fight Dillian White. He said he wanted to get in shape, right? He needed that time to get in shape. Didn't he not say that just recently? Now I'm ready, but you know what? I want to fight Tyson. How are you going to put yourself in a position to fight Tyson when you have no trainer and you're supposed to be out of shape, but all of a sudden you're ready? And in me counterpunching Andy Ruiz, this is what I tell people. The shot that he got, that he was blessed with, okay, by fighting Anthony Joshua in June and then again in December. But let's start in June, okay? You do not get opportunities like that every day. In fact, Andy Ruiz will probably never get that opportunity. And the other opportunities, those opportunities spoiled him. He's ruined, okay? And we can tell he's ruined because he doesn't even want to fight the top echelon fighters. So was Bob Arum really right for blasting him at this point? Because at this point, you got to question yourself, well, how are you taking control of your career and you're turning down Dillian White? He's the number one. If he was doing his homework, he knows Dillian he's guaranteed a shot eventually. But he's the number one. He'll have a WBC belt if he could fight and beat Dillian White. You know what I mean? But he doesn't want to fight for it. He wants to beg, do another begging plea. Please, Tyson, I'm ready. Fight me. And Tyson Fury has to fight Deontay Wilder again. Okay? So I'm guessing he's betting his money on Tyson Fury to beat Deontay Wilder. So you can look at it that way. Because he didn't say the winner out of the rematch. He said he wants to fight Tyson Fury. You know? Or maybe it's just for him to keep himself relevant. Because he has turned down 2 fights. And they were top quality fights from those top tier fighters. Because regardless of how people look at Luis Ortiz, he's still the guy that fought for the championship, for the WBC championship as of late before Tyson Fury dethroned Wilder, right? And he is that guy. So if he could beat that guy, him and Deontay Wilder can only be the ones credited for that. So then that's a comparison of a common opponent, okay? But Andy, I don't really think he really wants what he says he does. You know, because I don't know how much he weighs. I don't know what type of shape he's in, but he's talking big shit like he really wants to fight. And I think he wants these fights now because he knows that, if I can get a Tyson Fury fight, right? Which I don't even think, honestly, that fight is so far from his grasp. Think about it. He couldn't fight. You think Bob Arum is going to sanction a fight between him and Tyson Fury? Bob Arum thinks Andy Ruiz is trash. That's why Bob's trashing Joshua, because he lost to Andy Ruiz. That's how much he thinks of Andy Ruiz. Okay? So, looking at all that, him fighting Tyson Fury, I think, is a no-go. That's not going to happen. Now, what Andy Ruiz should stop doing is he needs to get his mind out of the clouds, come back to earth, and fight the possible fights that's offered to him or that's available for him. And both of those guys, fighting either Dillian White or Luis Ortiz, is a plus. But don't try to blow smoke up our ass, making us think that you want to fight or you can even get a fight or you're warranted a fight with Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Tyson doesn't owe you anything. You've done nothing to prove your worth since you've lost. You've won that money. You ate and got fat as fuck. You partied and got fat as fuck. You came in the ring fat as fuck. Right? And you made no effort. Come on, fight me. And you let Joshua dance and box you like he did. That's pitiful. Okay? And that's what I'm talking about. And then you have the audacity to say, I want a Tyson Fury fight and Deontay Wilder lost. Okay. But you've done nothing to warrant that. You have no belts to offer. You have nothing to offer Tyson Fury. So why are we bothering with what you're saying? Maybe just to stay relevant. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.